What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing this morning? Welcome to another episode of Phenomenal Views. I, of course, am your host, Nick Smith, and this is my review for the movie that I've been wanting to watch ever since I've seen the trailer for it, Suicide Squad. Now, I am going to go into some spoilers, not much, but I am going to talk about some things in the movie that does happen. If you do not want to know what happens in this movie, please leave the video. Please leave if you don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, we're gonna go. So, one thing is, I've been seeing a lot of people not really liking this movie. My friend Russell messaged me and said, what did I think about it? I told him I liked it. I had a fun time with this movie. I did. I enjoyed it. My friend Michaela, she enjoyed it. And my friend Russell was like, well, what do you rate the movie? And I said I would go with a B-, in my honest opinion. Now, that's not me saying that the movie doesn't have problems. This movie is kind of like Batman vs. Superman, but the theater edition, and by meaning that there is a lot of stuff cut out. Okay, I'm just going to say this. DC, whoever's making these movies, stop cutting. Stop cutting all this stuff. You know, make the movie that you want to make so that way you don't have to release, so that way you don't have to go back and fix it. I mean, I'm glad that they did this, but the fact of the matter is, quit giving us movies that are obviously cut. Because, like, I did feel like some things were missing in the movie, like how I did with Batman vs. Superman, but I actually kind of had a little bit more fun with Suicide Squad, the theater edition, than I did with Batman vs. Superman, if that makes any sense. So, okay, things that I liked in this movie. I loved Deadshot. Will Smith did a fantastic job as Deadshot. I loved Harley Quinn. I thought she was done perfectly. Now, for any of those who are getting ready to jump on the bandwagon and say, oh no, this wasn't right. This is Harley Quinn from the new 52 version. She is crazy. Okay. Because, like, one of my friends was saying, like, how Harley's not crazy. This is from her in the new 52, where Joker pushes her into the chemicals, and she has her white face and her white body. And how her hair is blue and red. This is her from the new 52, and so that's probably a lot of the reasons why people think that Harley might be different. She's not really much different, but Harley is crazy. Now, this movie was hilarious. Like I said, I had a fun time with this movie. The jokes were good. I loved a lot of the jokes. One of my favorite jokes, and this is towards the end. Oh, and by the way, people who are banting on Enchantress, I'm sorry. I thought she was amazing in this movie. I thought Enchantress was cool. I really did. I liked the whole entire thing of Amanda Waller practically weaponizing Enchantress, and when the girl calls her name, Enchantress is in full control. It's kind of like with, let's say Eddie Brock. When Eddie Brock is Venom, sometimes he can control the symbiote, sometimes he cannot. Okay, better example. Spider-Man Unlimited. In an episode, when Eddie Brock gets the symbiote removed and he has to put it back on, he's in control for a little bit, but then the symbiote takes full control over him. Now, that's kind of like with what Enchantress is, and I loved the way Enchantress looked, I loved the way she moved, I loved the way she talked. She was kind of freaky. I liked it. I thought she was a good villain. I liked how she got into the minds of the characters. But one of my favorite jokes in this whole entire movie is Enchantress goes into the minds of a lot of the bad guys, or a lot of the Suicide Squad, and it's like, he married me, because Harley Quinn's dream is for her to be married to the Joker. So she's like, he married me. I killed the bat, and Diablo's like, you don't want that, you don't want that. And Harley's like, what? No, I want that. And I thought that was hilarious. This movie does have a lot of laughs. It has a lot of good jokes. It has a lot of, I love how they did Batman in this movie. He's not in the movie that much, but I did like it. A lot of people have kind of been complaining about the beginning, and I actually liked it. I liked showing how they were caught by the Batman, how Ben Affleck's Batman felt a lot more like the actual Batman, because when he goes up against Deadshot, you know, Deadshot has a gun on Batman, but his daughter gets in front of him, and Batman's like, "We don't have to do this in front of your daughter." And I was like, okay, I liked that. I really did like that. I liked how Batman caught Harley Quinn. I liked how he had to freaking kiss her, and then she tries to attack him, and then he just punches her in the face. I liked that. I did like the Joker. It's a new take on... It's not my favorite version, but I did like what Jared Leto was doing. He was doing something different, and I kind of liked it. I loved Diablo. I honestly thought Diablo was done really well. I liked his character. I liked how they kind of gave him a little bit of backstory. They didn't really give much with everybody else. And that's kind of the problem. Is a lot of these characters do not get a lot of development. The most who get developed are Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Diablo, and Enchantress, kind of. But everybody else, Katana is kind of useless in the movie. Although I did like her, she didn't really add anything new to the film. I liked Killer Croc, but they don't really do anything with him. And I really wish that they had done some more with him. I mean, unless that's how he's used in the comics, I'm just saying here in the film, I didn't like how he was used, and I felt like that they could have done a lot more with the character. Because in Arkham Asylum, oh gosh, I'm terrified of Killer Croc. And I knew that I wasn't going to get that in this movie. But the plot isn't too bad, but there are times when it feels choppy. There are times when it kind of feels like there's things missing, like with Batman vs. Superman, and you guys got to stop doing this. You guys really have to stop doing this. Now, there are times when I think that this movie does get lazy, and that is when they when they bring in a character called Slipknot, and he like dies right away. But now I've been told that that's how he dies in the comics, but still, I don't know, I just kind of feel like it's kind of like with Spider-Man 3, oh, here's this character, and then they die, and then nothing else is more of it. Now, they did do Joker and Harley Quinn's relationship different, and that's another one of my problems, is because their relationship is kind of abusive, whereas Joker will sometimes want her back, but there's times where she just keeps coming back and he doesn't care. And in this movie, they played it different. They kind of played Joker as this kind of mafia character, and I liked what Jared Leto was trying to do. I mean, Jared Leto is he does a good job. He's trying, and I didn't mind his Joker character. But they got the relationship between Harley and Joker wrong. Now, unless this is how it is in the New 52, they kind of changed the value of the relationship. Like, you don't really ever see Joker being that much abusive to her until it's her backstory. That's like pretty much the only time. Other than that, it's him. He's going to go get her. He's going to do everything he can to bring her back. And I'm like, that's not really the Joker. Really. Because that's just not what I'm used to seeing. But, I had, like I said, I had a fun time with this movie. Now, Amanda Waller, I hated Amanda Waller, and not in the bad way, like I thought she was like a bad character. No, no. I feel like this character was spot on from what I have seen in freaking Arrow, because the woman who plays her in Arrow, I want her to get hit by an oncoming semi-truck. Although I think she's a little bit meaner than this Amanda Waller. But my point is, Amanda Waller did a really good job with this movie. Will Smith didn't take the spotlight. I thought he did Deadshot really well. I honestly just wish that they would have done more character development of some of the characters. But yeah, overall, I honestly think Suicide Squad wasn't bad. I had a fun time with it. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the theater edition much more than I did the theater edition of this. And I love the deluxe edition of this. But yeah, so we're probably going to get another deluxe edition of a DC movie, which I'm not upset with. I mean, hey, I liked some of the music in the movie. Some of it did kind of feel like it was trying to copy Guardians of the Galaxy, because they had one of the songs. Okay, yeah, that's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's from Guardians of the Galaxy. But I honestly thought that this movie was, well, I thought this movie was fun. I thought it was a fun time. But guys, put in the comments below, what did you think of Suicide Squad? I really want to know, did you like it? Did you hate it? Who was your favorite character? Oh, I forgot. Here's the reason why I really liked Diablo. When they did his whole story, like how he doesn't want to use his powers, and I really like that development because they give a reason on why he doesn't want to use them, but when he finally does and steps up, it is awesome, and I thought it was really done well and really worth the wait when they finally showed us, oh, this is what Diablo does with his powers. I was like, okay, that is done well, that is awesome. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, guys, like I said, put in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video some love. Guys, I am Nick Smith. This has been another episode of Phenomenal Views, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, guys.